Welcome to my review of the 26 RGB LED ring light. This particular model comes with a 20-inch telescopic rod, an adjustable phone holder, 6.7-inch wide diameter base that's made out of metal, so it's pretty strong and durable, as well as the 10-inch wide LED ring light, which has 9 RGB dynamic color modes and switches between RGB in a circular pattern, as well as 13 different colors for static modes, so you can set it to red or green, the entire light, as well as 3 normal color mode profiles, so you can go between white and different shades of yellow. The unit also has an adjustable control module that's built in and lets you increase and decrease the brightness, toggle between the RGB modes as well as the color temperature modes, and power on and off the unit itself. It comes with an adjustable tripod ball head, which is also made out of metal, and has a telescopic rod which is adjustable between 14 and 20 inches. And if you look at the power supply, it uses a standard USB interface with 5V 2 amps. So you will need a USB charging brick or a USB PD adapter, which is not included with the unit, and that may be a major downside because you do need a separate USB charging brick similar to the one that you charge your phone with, and it takes a total of 10 watts of power. The LED light chain is rated as having 160 individual LED elements, but we will take a look at the unit closer in detail and test out the different color modes. I already put the phone holder, and it just screws in with a 1/4-inch tripod screw into the LED ring light. One of the things I noticed right away is the light itself is made of plastic, and the rest of the components are metal, like the base, the tripod ball head. The first step is really just putting on the telescopic rod, and this seems to use just like a standard plastic mount. It's to the bottom of this particular rod, so that is slightly on the concerning side as to how long this might last, but I will test all the features. Most of it is plastic, but has a 1/4-inch tripod screw, which is pretty standard. It has the power ratings at the back and color ratings as well. And the phone holder, it is coated in some kind of rubber, but the actual holder itself is also a bit on the plasticky side. The ball head seems to be mostly made out of metal with a plastic plate at the top, but overall is pretty decent quality. It's a standard ball head. It gives you 360 degrees of adjustment, and it screws into the bottom of the RGB LED ring light just like that, and then you can mount this at the top of the actual telescopic rod. Let's test out the different color modes. You have your spinning RGB. Here's all the different modes. I'm just going to cycle through them. And of course you have your static color modes as well, which toggles through all the different colors in the rainbow. This is the unit at maximum brightness, and this is the unit at minimum brightness. Again, it does require a 5V 2 amp power supply, and with that, it does provide a lot of light output, a decent amount. I wouldn't say it's high. The brightness is definitely good, but it's not as powerful as a full softbox. But when you do switch off to the white and other color LED modes, when it sets it to the maximum brightness, it does provide very high power output. In fact, this is probably one of the brightest LED ring lights that you can possibly get in this kind of range at the entry level. And yeah, so if you do have a full 5 volt 2 amp power supply, it does provide a good amount of power, especially when all the LEDs are set to maximum. However, I found that, at least in the RGB mode, there is a bit of a difference in the amount of color, in the amount of light that is emitted. So you would have to have this really close up to get that color effect when you're using the RGB modes. But in the white LED modes, it does provide quite a lot of light output. So overall, I'm quite happy with this particular RGB LED ring light. It does seem to have a cob style. It is not a true cob, but because it has a lot of LED elements, it does cover the entire surface of the ring light, being that it's 10 inches, and you can't really tell each individual LED element, especially because you have that white plastic ring. Again, at the white, when you have it on the full power mode, does give quite a lot of light output. So overall, I'm quite happy. I'm gonna do a full test of all the features and share my thoughts.
I'm just gonna give you a quick demo of this 10-inch ring light that sits on your desk or table. So far, I'm liking it. It's got pretty cool features. Anyways, to start off, I'll start with the regular light. This phone sometimes changes it so you can't tell. But anyways, so it starts off really bright. There's a dimmer on it so that you can turn it really low or high. And then this is the fun part, the RG. This one goes through all of the colors, I think. And then you've got I'm not sure what I'm going to use these for yet, but they are fun. That's another. Here's another. So I guess it's just a matter of them going at different speeds or different color modes. There's another. Another. Okay, so that one's just solid. And then solid yellow. Solid green. These are all the solids. Oh, and you can turn these down too, or higher, dimming. Anyways, there's the light features, and then this is totally adjustable, so you can move it to however you like. So with these here, there's this, so that you can change how you want this pointing. You can have it farther down, up. I can't do it with one hand, obviously, right now, but it does work. And then the base, and this doesn't actually screw in, it just sits in there, but it's meant to sit on your table anyways. And then of course this part here will make it adjust to a taller height, which again I can't do with one hand. Anyways, yeah. And then to turn it off you have to go back to the main colors. or yeah, there's the remote anyways. So you have to switch it back to that one to turn it off. And yeah, that's about it.
This ring light is awesome. As you see, it has the best cell phone holder because it has that little stretchy thing. So this is the position I like to keep it in. It comes with the little whatever remote. So you can adjust everything here. Let's see, make it dim, make it brighter, colors. I like that one, look how fun. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. This is fun. Yeah, so all the different colors. Ooh, look at this, guys. It's like a party in here. Hey. All right, so as you see, all the colors, and then totally easy to go right back to your light, dim it down. You just hold the top button, 1, 2, 3, it turns right off. It's perfect, it's great. I'm literally standing up. Look at the height of it. It's perfect.